Be me, not here for romance. Here because my body officially filed a complaint. Fever, sore throat, head feels like a bowling ball, cold so bad, especially the choice to leave the bed. Drag myself to clinic, sit in waiting room, surrounded by people coughing, clutch tiny paper cup of water, that feeling when water does nothing but you believe anyway. Nurse finally calls my name, stand up too fast, see a brief flash of my ancestors, walk into exam room, trying to look brave. Doctor enters with tablet, white coat, neat hair, calm professional aura. She looks down at the screen, then up at me, and freezes. Eyebrows lift a fraction. Anon, brain running on 4% battery. Yeah. She stares 1 extra second. Expression shifts. Surprise softens into recognition. Oh my God, she says, quiet. It's you. Me, confused. Do I know you? She lets out a short laugh. You don't remember me? Try to look harder. Memory buffer spinning. She tilts her head. Parallel class, she says. Same year, same building. You used to sit in the back and look like you hated sunlight. Memory unlocks, hallway, school noise, girl with serious eyes. Always looked like she knew the answer before the teacher finished the question. Diana? Her smile grows, warm. Yes, she says. Diana. Stare at her. You're a doctor. Her eyes sparkle. And you're here looking like you got hit by life. Open mouth to defend my honor. Instead, cough, dry, 10 out of 10 performance. She instantly switches modes. Okay, she says briskly, steps closer. Sit. Let's check you. Gloves on, temperature check, stethoscope on lungs, light in throat. She murmurs. You've been sick for how long? 3 days, I rasp. Her eyes narrow. And you decided to come in on day 3 because... Weak shrug. I thought I could out-stubborn it. She makes a sound that's half sigh, half laugh. That tracks, she says. You were stubborn in school, too. Was I? Try to sound normal. Throat feels like sandpaper. She looks at me over the tablet. You once argued with a teacher about a group project rubric, she says. For 10 minutes. Blink. That's not that long. She stares at me, then smiles. You haven't changed, she says. I'm literally ill, I protest. She nods. And still arguing. Fair, she types. Okay, she says. It's a viral infection. No antibiotics. Point weakly. I knew you'd say that. She narrows her eyes. Do not I knew me. You came here to be treated. I came here to survive, I correct. She ignores me. Rest. Fluids. Fever meds. Throat spray. And you're not going to push through work. I have deadlines, I croak. She leans in slightly, voice quiet. And I have a medical degree. So we'll see whose opinion wins. Stare at her. Brain tries to be funny. Yes, ma'am. She pauses, cheeks warm slightly. That feeling when you accidentally crit the doctor. She clears her throat. Good, she says quickly. Pick up the prescriptions. If your fever spikes or you can't breathe properly, you come back. Immediately, I nod. Okay. She hesitates, eyes flick to my face. For the first time, she looks less like a doctor, more like someone who actually cares. Do you live alone? Normal question, not fully clinical tone. Yes. Do you have someone who can check on you? Weak shrug. I'll be fine. Her eyes narrow again. I'm not asking if you'll be fine. I'm asking if anyone will make sure you don't do something stupid. We lock eye contact. Beat too long. She blinks first, looks down, types something, then says way too casually. I'll call you later. I pause. To... What? She doesn't look up. To check your symptoms, she says. It's normal. It sounds like she's trying to convince herself. I raise eyebrow. Is it normal? She looks up, eyes sharp. Anon, she says. Do you want to argue with your doctor, or do you want to go home? Smile faintly. Yes. She stares, then laughs. Go, she orders, points at the door. Rest. Stand up. Slightly dizzy. Steady myself. Turn back at the doorway. She's watching me with that familiar look. Hey, I say. She lifts eyebrows. Yes? It's weird seeing you like this, I admit. As a doctor? Shake head. No. As someone who still scares me a little. She freezes. Expression softens into something small. Good, she murmurs. Blink. What? She clears her throat. Mask slides back on. Get better, she says firm. That's an order. Nod. Yes, doctor. Leave the room. Realize something unsettling. I came in for medicine, but the thing that hit hardest was the way she looked at me. Go home. Try to be responsible. Take the meds. Drink water. Eat something that isn't chips. Then commit the classic mistake. Think I'm fine. Open laptop. 5 minutes later, fever returns out of pure spite. Close laptop. Collapse on couch like a defeated hero. Phone buzzes. Unknown number. Answer with gravel voice. Hello? Diana's voice comes through. Don't sound like that, she says. Blink. Like what? Like you're dying, she replies. It makes me regret leaving you unsupervised. Stare at ceiling. You said you'd call. I did, she says too quickly, then corrects herself. For symptom control. I hum. She ignores my tone like a pro. Temperature? Still high. Did you take the fever meds? Yes. Drink water? Yes. Eat? Kind of. She sighs. Anon. That feeling when hearing your name in her voice does something annoying to your chest. What? You're one of those men who think soup is optional, she says. I think soup is, cough, a suggestion. She makes a small disgust noise. Listen carefully, she says. If you don't eat, your body can't recover. I know. You don't act like you know. Me, stupidly honest. Are you scolding me medically or personally? Pause. Her voice softens. Both, she admits. She clears throat, back to brisk. Any chest pain? No. Shortness of breath? No. Sore throat still bad? Yes. Okay, she says. Normal. Gargle warm, salt water. Don't argue. Raise eyebrow at the air. I wasn't going to argue. Good. And no work. I have deadlines. And I have the power to bully you, she replies calmly. Laugh. She hears the wheeze. Don't laugh, she orders. Rest. Yes, doctor, I rasp. Tiny pause. Then she says quieter. Stop saying it like that. Like what? Like you're trying to make me blush. Smile. Are you blushing? She doesn't answer fast enough. That feeling when silence is a confession. 2 hours later. Wake up to knocking on my door. Stare at it confused, still half fever dreaming. Another knock. Drag myself up. Open door. And there's Diana, not in white coat. Simple sweater and jeans, hair tied back, holding a paper bag. Blink. You said you'd call, I manage. She lifts the bag. I did, she says. Then I thought about it for 5 minutes and decided your definition of fine is suspicious. Stare. You came here. She nods. Yes. Try to protest. She cuts me off. Don't say it's unnecessary. I'm not here to debate. Look at bag. What is that? Her eyes soften. Soup. Blink again. Homemade? Her cheeks warm, offended. Yes. Step aside automatically. Enter. She walks in, immediately frowns at my living room. You're sweating, she says. I have a fever, I remind her. She looks at me like I'm a difficult child. Yes, she says. And you're standing. I open the door, eyes narrow. Go sit. I sit. She sets bag on counter, returns holding a thermometer. Open your mouth. I do. She watches numbers rise, focused, clicks tongue, still high. Then she puts a cold hand on my forehead. 1 second, testing, gentle, brain short circuits. I go perfectly still. She notices, eyes flick to mine. What? Nothing. Her gaze lingers 1 beat too long, then she turns away fast. Eat, she orders. Open soup container, smell hits. Warm. Unfairly good. She hands me a spoon. I take a bite. Shoulders drop without permission. She watches my face. Okay, she asks. Nod. It's actually incredible. Her mouth twitches. Good. Raise eyebrow. Stop saying good. She smiles like she can't help it. No. For a few minutes, she just sits there while I eat, pretending she's monitoring symptoms. But the way she watches isn't purely medical, it's personal. I swallow. Look at her. Why are you doing this? She freezes, leans back, tries to look composed. Because you're sick. That's not the full answer? Her eyes narrow. Don't do that. Do what? Look at me like you can read me. Stay calm. Can I? Her cheeks warm. She looks away, then back. I remember you, she admits. Chest tightens. From school? She nods. You were quiet, she says soft. But you always listened. And you always looked like you were carrying something you wouldn't talk about. Stare. She swallows. And when I saw your name on my schedule, she adds, I thought, no way. Then she meets my eyes fully. And when you walked in, she whispers, I realized I still care. Silence. Fever suddenly feels like a side quest. Set spoon down carefully. Diana, I say low, this is professional. She exhales sharp. I know, she says. I know. That's why I'm being careful. I hold her gaze. Are you? Her eyes flick to my mouth for half a second. Then she looks away. Mostly, she admits. I smile faintly. Mostly is dangerous. Her voice softens. So are you. She stands quickly. Finish the soup, she orders. Then sleep. I nod. She moves toward the door, pauses, doesn't turn. I'm going to check on you tomorrow. I smirk. As a doctor? She glances back, eyes warm and annoyed. As someone who doesn't want you to be stupid alone. Then she leaves, and I sit there with a spoon in my hand. Next day. Feel better. Progress. Phone buzzes at 10:03 a.m. Diana. Temperature, hydration. Don't lie. Stare at message. Type, I'm alive. She replies instantly. That wasn't the question. Smile. Text. 37.8. Water. Soup. Pause. Then, good. Text back. Stop saying good. She sends, no. By noon, I try to be productive again. Laptop open, emails, deadlines, 10 minutes in, head starts pulsing. Close laptop, sigh, standing at sink, debating whether cereal counts as real food. Hear a knock. Don't even have to guess. Open door, Diana again, this time holding a small grocery bag. You're back, I say. She lifts eyebrow. Yes. You're a doctor, I remind her. She nods. Yes. This is a lot. She looks at me for a long second, then steps inside. I brought oranges, she announces, and electrolytes, and ginger. Blink. Ginger? Eyes narrow. For nausea. I didn't say I'm nauseous. You look like you are. That's my face. She stares at my face, unimpressed. Your face looks ill, she concludes. She unpacks groceries. I watch her move around my place with calm confidence. Diana? She doesn't look up. Why are you doing this? She pauses, then turns and leans against counter, arms crossed. Because you're alone, she says simply. I frown. That's not a medical diagnosis. Her voice softens. It's not medical, she admits. It's personal. Chest tightens. I try to keep my voice normal. Are you allowed to be personal with patients? Her eyes sharpen. Don't call yourself my patient like that. Blink. Like what? Like it's a wall. Silence. She exhales. Anon, she says carefully. I'm not crossing professional boundaries. I'm checking on you as a person. Raise eyebrow. With groceries? Her mouth twitches. Yes. Then defensive. You're stubborn. You would eat almonds and call it dinner. I stare. How do you know I have almonds? She points toward pantry. The shelf. I look. She's right. Pantry is mostly protein bars, nuts. I sigh. Okay. She smirks. See, even your kitchen agrees. She makes me eat something resembling real food, not a feast. Just enough to stop my body from acting like a drama student. While I eat, she sits on the edge of couch, watches me. It's not. Checks temperature, listens to breathing. Then, when she thinks I'm not paying attention, she fixes my blanket. I notice. Of course I notice. It hits with a weird warmth I didn't expect. She sees my expression, immediately goes defensive. What? You're doing it again. Doing what? Acting like you care. Her cheeks warm. I do care. Words come out too honest, too fast. We both freeze. Then she clears throat, stands up like the room got too intimate. Okay, she says brisk. You're improving. Keep resting. You're leaving? She blinks. Yes, I have work. Right, I say. She steps toward door, stops, looks at me. Voice softens again. I shouldn't have teased you in school, she says quietly. Blink. What? She swallows. I remember that project. I remember rejecting you. I remember laughing when you took it seriously. Chest tightens. I didn't come here for therapy, I mutter. Her eyes soften. I know. Then, I'm sorry. I nod once. Okay. Her eyes narrow. Stop saying okay. I smile faintly. No. She rolls her eyes, hesitates. Can I take you for a walk later? She asks, then adds quickly. Not now. When you're not contagious and dramatic. I stare. A walk? Her cheeks warm. Yes. Like normal people. I nod slowly. Yeah, I say. I want that. Her expression softens into something relieved. Good, she whispers. I raise eyebrow. Diana? She sighs. Fine, not good. She opens door to leave, pauses again, voice quiet. Text me if you feel worse. I hold her gaze. And if I feel better? She looks over her shoulder, eyes warm. Then text me anyway. Door shuts softly. I sit there, realize how quiet my apartment used to be, and how I don't want it that quiet anymore. By the time I feel human again, Diana acts like she hasn't basically adopted me, texts less, sounds more professional. Sunday afternoon, meet in a park, cold air, pale sunlight, families, dogs, people living normal. Diana arrives in a long coat, hair down, hands in pockets, not in doctor mode, just her. She stops in front of me, looks me over like a scan. You look less tragic, she says. I nod. Thank you. Mouth twitches. You're welcome. We start walking. First minutes are easy. Talk about school, teachers, dumb memories. Who turned out normal? Who became a motivational speaker? She laughs more than I expect. Then she gets quiet. Pace slows. I glance at her. What? She exhales like she rehearsed this. I need to say something. I say automatic. Okay. She shoots me a look. Stop. I smile faintly. Sorry. She stares ahead, voice quiet. This can't continue like it has. I don't pretend I don't understand. You mean the checking on me? She nods. Yes. Everything. I wait. She takes a breath. I treated you, she says. Even if it was simple, it still counts. You were under my care. I nod. And you don't want that hanging over this. She glances at me, surprised I get it. Exactly, she admits. If we're going to be anything, it needs to be clean, ethical, clear. I respect it, but I'm still me. So, I say, you're breaking up with your patient. She glares. You are not my boyfriend. Brain, do it. Mouth, not yet. She stops walking. I stop too. She turns to face me, eyes sharp. Anon, she says. Don't joke right now. I hold her gaze, steady. I'm not joking. Her breath catches. She looks away, frustrated. You're too confident. I'm just honest. She presses lips together like she's trying not to smile, then nods once. Decision made. Tomorrow, she says. I'm transferring your file. I blink. Transferring? I'll have a colleague officially close it out, she says. A follow-up, a final note, everything documented. Chest warms. You're doing it properly. She looks at me, serious. I have to. For you, for me. I nod. Okay. She narrows eyes. Stop! I know, I cut in. I'll stop. She doesn't look convinced. We keep walking, air changes. She speaks again, voice quieter. Do you still think about that project? I blink. The one where you rejected me? She winces. Yes. I shrug. Not anymore. She looks relieved, then guilty immediately. I was harsh. You were 18 and allergic to feelings. She stares. That's accurate. I glance at her. You regretted it? She hesitates, then answers honestly. Yes. Her voice gets softer. I thought you were cute, she admits, cheeks pink, and I panicked. I acted like you were annoying so I wouldn't feel anything. I stare at her. She lets out a nervous laugh. I know that sounds ridiculous. It doesn't. She looks at me, searching. And now, she asks. Quiet. Now you're here, and you're grown, and you're looking at a D. I step slightly closer as we walk. I'm not afraid. She swallows hard. I am, she admits. I soften. Of what? Her voice drops. Of wanting you. Then let yourself want it. Her breath hitches. She exhales shaky. You make it sound easy? It's not easy, I say. It's just worth it. She looks at me. You're impossible. I nod. I know. We reach a small bridge. She stops, looks at water, thinking, then turns back, face serious. After tomorrow, she says, if you still want to see me, then you can ask me like a normal person. I raise eyebrow. I am a normal person. She stares. No. I smile faintly. Fair. Her cheeks warm, eyes steady. Coffee, she says. Dinner. A walk. Anything. I hold her gaze. And if I ask? She hesitates, then quiet, honest. I'll say yes. Chest warms. Okay, I say. She sighs. I smirk. I know. She steps closer, still not touching, but the air changes anyway. Anon, she whispers. Don't make me regret this. I look at her, steady. I won't. Her eyes soften, and before she can overthink. She leans in, kisses my cheek. She pulls back immediately. Cheeks bright pink. That, she says quickly, was not medical. I smile. Good. She glares. Stop. I laugh softly. She turns away fast, hiding her smile. Me next day phone buzzes. Diana texts one sentence. Transferred, closed, done. Immediately follows with. Now I'm allowed to be normal, unfortunately. Stare at screen. Type back. Coffee, tonight? She replies. Fine. Meet at small cafe near the park again. Same area, different energy. Just Diana in a soft sweater, hair down. Tiny earrings that somehow scream, expensive. She sits across from me. This feels weird, she says, raise eyebrow. Because you're on a date with your former almost crush? She instantly chokes on her drink. I did not have a crush. Cheeks go pink speedrun any percent. Lean back. You literally apologized for rejecting me. That's called guilt, she snaps. That's called regret, I correct. She tries to glare, fails. Smile slips out anyway. Okay, maybe. My face when the admission. She points at me. Don't celebrate. I'm not celebrating. I'm observing. She sighs. Talk for an hour. School stuff. How she always looks perfect. But inside feels one mistake away from being judged. How I'm quiet not because I'm shy, but because I don't trust anyone enough to speak. I never knew that, she says, soft. You never asked, I say. Guilt flickers across her face. I was busy being superior, she admits. Smirk. You were. I roll. I hate you. No, you don't. Shut up. That feeling when the rhythm is back. After coffee, we walk. Park is colder now. People bundled up. Sky turning soft gray. She's beside me, hands in pockets, pretending she isn't leaning closer when she forgets to police herself. Of course I notice. Walk past loud teenagers. She straightens on instinct, then remembers she's not. Exhales, embarrassed. Sorry? For what? For forgetting how to be off. Look at her. You can be off with me. She freezes. Eyes scan my face looking for sarcasm. None detected. Voice comes out small. You say things like that too easily. Shrug. It's easy because it's true. She swallows hard, looks away, cheeks warm. This is dangerous, she whispers. Lean a little closer as we walk. Good, I murmur. She snaps her head toward me. Stop saying, smile. No. She groans, but she's smiling too. We stop near the bridge. Same spot as yesterday. She stares at the water, then looks up at me with honest eyes. No more doctor and patient, she says. Nod. Agreed. She takes a breath. And no pretending this is casual if it isn't. Tilt head. Is it casual? She looks at me. No, she admits. Chest warms. Okay, I say. She narrows her eyes. You're doing it again. Doing what? Being calm like you already know how this ends? Step closer, just enough. I know how I want it to go. Her breath hitches. And how's that? With you. Eyes go glassy. For a second she looks like she might run. Then she steps closer instead. Close enough our breaths mix in the cold. Anon? Yes. She swallows like it's a confession and a dare. Kiss me? So I do. Pull apart. She blinks rapidly like she's trying not to look overwhelmed. Oh, soft smile. Yeah? She laughs breathy, shocked. This is not what I expected. What did you expect? I expected you to be awkward. Smirk. Sorry. She exhales, genuinely smiling now. Come with me, she says. Where? Eyes warm, brave. My place, if you want. Hold her gaze. I want. Walking out of the park together, her hand brushes mine, hesitates, then takes it fully, firm. Get to her apartment. Looks exactly like her. She stands with her back to it, staring at the floor. I don't move closer. She lifts her eyes to mine. Say something. Raise eyebrow. You told me to come. Sharp exhale. Not that? Soften my voice. Are you okay? She pauses. Small nod. Yes, I'm just not used to doing what I want. You can, I say gently. She nervous laughs. You make it sound easy. It's not easy, I say. It's just worth it. She stares, then looks away, cheeks warming. Stop! Stop what? Stop being steady, she whispers. Smile. Good. Head snaps up. Anon, I know, I say. Sorry. She tries to look annoyed. Fails. She goes to the kitchen. Tea? You're making tea right now? She turns offended. Yes. Nod. I respect it. She huffs a laugh, pours 2 cups with hands that aren't shaking but almost are. We sit on the couch. She stares at her tea, then barely audible. I thought I was over this. Over what? That look again. Wanting you, she says. Chest warms. I'm not, I admit. I'm going to say this once, she says. Okay. She narrows her eyes. Stop. My face when. Fine. She leans in. If you do anything that makes me feel like I'm not in control, I will throw you out. Nod immediately. Understood. You're in control. She blinks, surprised I didn't argue. Why are you like this? Shrug. Because I want you to trust me. She sets her tea down carefully, turns toward me. Close enough I feel her warmth. Kiss me. So I do. She anchors herself with a hand in my shirt, kisses back harder than expected. We pull apart for breath. She whispers, stunned. This is ridiculous. Smile against her mouth. You invited me. She gives me that look. I hate you. No, you don't. Shut up. Then she kisses me again. Rest of the night is quiet, intense. After, she lies there staring at the ceiling, hair messy, voice small. Wow. Yeah. She laughs softly, disbelieving. I can't believe I did that. Do you regret it? She takes a beat, turns toward me with honest eyes. No, that's the scary part. Smile gently. Then it's not scary. She narrows her eyes. Stop trying to fix my feelings. I'm not fixing, I'm staying. She goes still, then rolls closer like it's accidental. It isn't, muffled against my chest. Don't act like this means anything. Raise eyebrow. It doesn't? Defeated sigh. It does. Kiss the top of her head. Good. Groan. You're impossible. I know. Morning hits, daylight makes people self-aware. Wake up to her on the edge of the bed, blanket around her shoulders, face serious. I sit up. Morning. She flinches, then goes flat. We need rules. Blink. Of course we do. She points at me. Don't be smug. I'm not smug, I say. I'm scared. That surprises her. You're scared? Nod once. Yeah. Her voice softens. Of what? Meet her gaze. Of you deciding this was a mistake. She freezes. Shoulders drop. I don't think it was a mistake. Chest warms. I don't push. Just, okay. She narrows her eyes. Stop. Smile. No. And the worst part, she smiles back. After that night, she tries to turn the relationship into a controlled experiment. Start small. I pick her up after her shift with coffee, not inside the clinic, outside, respectful, neutral territory. She walks out, sees me, freezes like she's been caught committing a felony. You can't be here, she hisses. I'm literally on the sidewalk. She narrows her eyes. That's still here. I hold up the cup. It's decaf. I'm being considerate. She looks at the coffee. You're trying to make me smile. I'm succeeding. Her mouth twitches. Then she resets her face like she remembered she's in public. Coworker in scrubs walks out behind her, glances between us, smiles way too hard. Oh, she says, dragging it out. So this is him. Diana goes rigid. I stay calm. Hi. Coworker looks at Diana. You weren't kidding. He's tall. Diana's cheeks instantly pink. I never said... Coworker waves. Relax. I'm happy for you. Walks off laughing. Diana stares after her like she wants to evaporate. I offer the coffee. She takes it with both hands. This is why I don't date. Because you get coffee? Because people notice. I lean in a little, voice low. Let them? She freezes. Eyes flick to my mouth, then back. Swallows hard. Not yet. Nod. Okay, not yet. You're being too cooperative. I'm adaptable. She sighs. We go quiet places, parks, grocery stores, little bookstore where she keeps grabbing medical memoirs. I grab a romance novel and read the back out loud. A forbidden love that defies society. She snatches it out of my hands. Anon, I will abandon you in this bookstore. Smile. You won't. She stares. Why are you so confident? Lean in slightly. Because you already chose me. Cheeks warm. She looks away. Doesn't deny it. One evening after her shift, she comes to my place. Kicks shoes off. Collapses on the couch. I sit beside her without crowding. She stares at the ceiling for a long second. I'm tired of being strong all day, she whispers. Then don't be strong here. She swallows. I don't know how. I slide my hand into hers gently. You're doing it. She looks at our hands, squeezes my fingers. Just breathes. Do you ever think this is too fast? I think honestly. No, it feels overdue. She laughs softly. You're impossible. I know. She turns and actually looks at me. It scares me, she admits, how much I want you around. Chest tightens. Good, I say softly. She narrows her eyes. Stop saying good. No. She stares, then her expression softens. Okay. Then she leans her head on my shoulder without thinking. I go still because I want it too much to ruin it. Half asleep, she mutters. Don't be weird. I'm not being weird. You are, she says, muffled against my shoulder. But it's fine. Later, walking her to her car, she hesitates at the door. She gets in, rolls down the window. Text me when you get home. Raise eyebrow. You're doing rules again. Cheeks warm. Shut up. Okay. She narrows her eyes. Stop! I wave. Drive safe, doctor. She points like a threat. Don't call me that. Then softer, almost smiling. Good night, Anon. Eventually realize I'm going to marry this woman. Don't plan it like a movie. No flash mob, no photographer in a bush. She would murder me. She likes control, quiet, clean choices. So I plan it how she'd actually love. Sunday, same park, same bridge. Exact spot where she kissed my cheek once and acted. I tell her, just going for a walk. She narrows her eyes immediately. You're smiling. I always smile, I lie. No, you don't. I'm evolving. Terrifying. We walk hand in hand fully now. Halfway through, she stops and looks at me. What are you doing? Walking. No, you're doing something. I try to stay calm, Fail slightly. She notices instantly. Eyes soften. Anon, she says quietly. What is it? I swallow, reach into my jacket, pull out a small box. She freezes, breath catches, stares at it like a diagnosis she isn't ready to read. No, she whispers. I open it. Ring is simple, elegant. Her hands fly to her mouth. I step closer, voice steady. Diana. I'm not good at speeches. She lets out a shaky laugh that's already halfway to crying. I noticed. I spent a long time living like everything good was temporary, I say, like it would disappear if I touched it. Her eyes fill. I keep going. Then you showed up. You cared when you didn't have to. You chose me when it would have been easier to stay careful. She shakes her head, overwhelmed. I don't want careful. I want you. Her breath shakes. I say the truth I've been carrying. I want every version of you. The doctor, the tired woman, the stubborn one who makes rules, the one who pretends she's not soft. Tear slips down her cheek. She whispers, I'm going to ruin my mascara. I smile. Good. She points at me through tears. Stop saying good. Okay, I lie again. She laughs harder while crying. Most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I get down on one knee, not for tradition, so she knows I'm serious. Diana, will you marry me? Park disappears, just her shaking hands, her eyes trying to hold every feeling at once. Long second. Then she whispers, You're sure? I don't hesitate. Yes, I've never been more sure of anything. She shakes her head, then nods once. Hard. Yes, she whispers. Yes. I stand up fast, slide the ring onto her finger. She looks down like it's magic, then grabs my jacket and kisses me hard, right there, pull apart. She presses her forehead to mine. I can't believe this is my life. Kiss her gently. Get used to it. She laughs, wiping her face. You're so annoying. I know. She stares at the ring again, softer. I'm going to be your wife. I smile. Yes, if you want. She glares through happy tears. I said yes. I like hearing it. She rolls her eyes, squeezes my hand tight. Walk out of the park. Her thumb keeps rubbing the ring like she needs to confirm it's real. And I realize something simple. All the time I spent leveling up my life, none of it mattered until it led me to her. And for the first time, I'm thinking about forever.